What's up, guys, and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Today we will be tying from this copper or bronze dubbing. We will be tying a fly which is called Kopperbassen, which is, I believe, a fly which is originated in Denmark and used a lot in the fishing for sea trout in the ocean there. Actually, I myself, I do quite a lot of sea trout fishing in the sea. I'm one of very few Icelanders who fish the sea trout in saltwater, but I haven't fished too much of the Kopperbassen. I usually do minnows and streamers for the sea trout here in Iceland where I live, but I believe giving the Kopperbassen a shot is totally worth it because it's a fantastic fly, and we'll just get to it. So, I got the gammarus scud hook in the vise, and we're going to tie a Kopperbassen, but I'm going to tie it without the bead this time. But on the other hand, I'm going to add like a little tail to the fly. And the Kopperbassen is originally by Frank Jensen from about 1996, and there is another fly by Frank Jensen called Kopperbassen from a similar time, which is a little bit more complicated to tie. And you will find the pattern of the fly and the material list in the video's description, and you can also find the information about how to support the channel and email and all the stuff in the description of the video. I am using a Copper Oranje classic waxed thread from Semperfli for this task. You can also use like a fire orange thread for this. The body material is the bronze or the copper material. That is it's an ice dub from Semperfli I'm using. And I'm gonna dub on the hook, not on the hook, but on the thread. And what is important with this dubbing material is that you have to rip it apart so it will stick to the thread. It loses the shiny effect a little bit with it, but it's way easier to work with it in any possible way. And before we do that, I'm gonna use like a mix of an orange, like a Flugusmidjan orange cock feather and like a yellow lemon duck. I'm gonna mix them like a teal. I'm gonna mix those two together. You can use either one of them, or you can just totally skip the tail if you like. But since we are tying like a scud, it's imitating. This fly is imitating a scud or a gammarus, so they have legs and they have like a little antennas or tail. So I really want to keep that in the pattern as well, and to get the tail there right about so. And there is like a big bend on this gammarus hook. Gonna get this, so it should be enough. I, as you see, already dubbed some noodle on the thread, which is my mistake, taken on my account, but we'll wrap the thread upwards to the hook eye and then I'll snip off the tack end. Just like so. Then starts the fun part, that is with dubbing the and making the body of the fly. You could technically tie it like a scud put a wire on it and put like a shell on the fly, on the back of it, and overwrap that with a wire. That is also like a possibility with this fly, and there are so many variations of gammarus and scuds out there. It's just, you can kind of really play with your imagination on how to dress a fly like this. It's too close to the camera. Bumped the camera with the bobbin. And here comes the first noodle of the dubbing, and I want to make like a tapered body. Well, not tapered, but it's so it's like a thicker in the middle, or thickest in the middle. So it gets tapered to the middle and then tapered back towards the hook eye. And we need to dub on a few noodles on the thread, so it's like reaches the amount of the volume of the body that I want to tie this fly. It is a shame for me to admit that I do not fish this fly too much, simply because where I am fishing, when I'm fishing sea trout in the like a saltwater sea trout, which is not common in Iceland at all. I don't know why, but I've been more successful with streamers and minnows and something that is imitating a sand eel, or minnows that imitate like a herring, or some baitfish patterns, because my guess is that that is more common. That is more common than it's eating. It's not the trout is not feeding on that. It's feeding on the sand eels and that stuff. So that's probably the reason why. And in the stomachs of the sea trout I've actually never seen any scuds or anything in it. It's mostly or solely only been sand eel and small baby herring. And those streamers I spoke about, it's a black ghost and some baitfish patterns. They've been really successful for me. But I should try the Kopperbassen more, because the Kopperbassen is an excellent. It is an excellent pattern in any way. And now we reach the head of the fly. I'm going to do a whip finish. We do the head like this, so it's like it has like since it's a fluor orange color, the head is also like a little hot spot in the fly. So I'm generally fond of hot spots in flies. If they are for sea trout, or a sea run trout, I'm very fond of that concept in any way. So I'm gonna just place like old-fashioned head cement on this, or varnish, and we'll cover the knot and cover everything on the head of the fly. So the fly is almost ready. Yes, again, remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And before we finish off, I'm gonna take my dubbing brush here and rip a little bit of the dubbing up, so it gets like this buggy texture on it. And you can rip it as, you can make it really buggy if you want. That's just kind of up to how much the tire wants it. I prefer to keep it something like this. It's a little buggy, but not too much, and more on the back than on the belly. Trim off a little bit of it, and that should be doing it. And as I understand, this fly, the Kopperbassen, is fished a lot as a dropper. So you have another fly, a heavier fly beneath it, but it's not common in Iceland at all to use it for sea trout in salt water. So the Kopperbassen is ready. I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and I will see you guys up and running and ready in the next video.